For Austin Kendall.
Well, 3-4 months into this, how different is what you're doing now? How comfortable have you gotten in this short period of time?
It's a lot different. Obviously 3 years at Oklahoma, the way they practice, the way they do things is a lot different, and Coach Brown has his own way of doing it too. But I've kind of settled in, and a lot of the guys, as soon as I got here, helped me settle in as well, and it's kind of just helped me just progress throughout the whole spring, and I think I progressed pretty well.
Your right foot looks different than your left foot right now.
Yeah, I've got a little plantar fasciitis going on my foot, so it's trying to get me to rest right now. I've had it before, so it's just a little nagging injury that I'm trying to get healthy right now.
Did it affect you Saturday at all?
No, it just, I kind of felt it. I was like, all right, I need to get the boot after this. And they're like, yeah, have you rest up now? So.
What made you decide to come to West Virginia?
Biggest thing for me was my relationship with Coach Brown. When I was kind of a short period when I had to realize I'm the guy out of Oklahoma, through talking to my dad and my family, and Coach Brown had just gotten the job at West Virginia, so it's kind of easy to go right to Coach Brown and be like, all right, I know you personally, I knew you from my brother playing for you at Kentucky, so it's kind of an easy process of knowing the guys I trust. I got visited Auburn. I knew Coach Malzahn and the rest of their staff pretty well, and it was a pretty easy transition because I knew them so well just through personal experiences.
You just had to do it quickly to get into school so you can play this year, correct?
Yeah, it was very quick. It was a quick process, quick turnaround. Because I was planning on going back to OU and getting ready to prepare for another battling job, and kind of doing what I want to do this time. I graduated, did everything right by the program at Oklahoma, and it was kind of final decision of let me do something right for myself now.
Similarities and differences between Neil and Lincoln?
Oh, they're big family people, and they love to coach their players. I mean, Coach Brown and Coach Fry, they were both up early in the meeting room, getting things done, and we love to see that as a coach too.
You talked about the differences are there differences in the offensive schemes, and if so, how?
I mean, yeah, the scheme's different, but it's all kind of same terminology. They both are at Texas Tech, so they both have their same concepts, so they do stuff a little bit differently, and I mean, it's kind of, like I said, it's been an easy process, just transition to kind of not an air raid offense, but an offense where you pass the ball and you run the ball a good bit. So it's been pretty easy transition.
Talking to some of your teammates, it's almost like they're a little surprised at first that you're a nice guy because you went to Oklahoma. What was your initial reception like in sort of winning people over?
I mean, I just kind of act myself. I'm sure you can ask guys at Oklahoma, they'd be like, all right, he's just a normal dude. That's why I came here. Like, when I first met some people, I went there, shook their hand, looked in the eyes, and said, I'm here to be with you guys, and you guys are my brothers now, just like the guys at Oklahoma. And I'll always cherish their friendships at Oklahoma like the world here.
Did you aware that these guys had never beaten Oklahoma when you came here?
Yeah, and talking to Cole, and he's like, yeah, hopefully we do it this year. And I'm like, yeah, me too. And I feel for Colton too. He puts everything into it. And I mean, to not beat Oklahoma, one of the top programs in the country, I'm sure it kills him inside too. So.
What is the difference, you think? Attitude, maybe?
As far as
the players' attitude, maybe they'll want to win as opposed to expect to win, maybe?
As far as Oklahoma here?
Yeah.
I mean, it's expected everywhere to win.
Yeah.
I guess it's mindset too. You gotta have the mindset to win all the time.
What was your perception of West Virginia when you were on the other sideline?
It was awesome. I was telling a lot of people, my first game here was running out in a little blizzard looking like. I was telling one of these reporters that that's what you make the settings on NCAA football. It was kind of funny running out, but it's a cool experience, and the atmosphere here is awesome, and I'm excited to play here as well. And just ready to get started.
Did you join in the fight at the 50-yard line?
We were doing some warm-up stuff, not unfortunately, no.
Your perceptions of the shootout this past year in the finale. I mean, that thing was a wild offensive show. You had a front row seat for it.
Oh yeah, first pass. We came in here, or Oklahoma came in and beat West Virginia a good bit the first year. But this past year was a hell of a game. And watching Will and Kyle battled it out, and the offense, defense, it was a really good game. And I mean, turnover is probably the biggest thing for that game. But it was awesome to watch.
Was it a good thing or a bad thing for you to be caught behind a couple of Heisman Trophy winners over there? I mean, you didn't
it's good and bad. I mean, you're seeing 2 Heisman Trophy winners go out there every day and kind of see what they do with their mentality through things. But it's also bad. I didn't get to play a whole lot, and that's probably the biggest thing on me right now. That I have a lot of playing time, but I'm here to prove people wrong, and I'm excited to get my chance, and I'm ready to go.
Aware of the history of success transfer quarterbacks have had here, not just with Will, but Trickett, and going all the way back in the history with Jeff Hostetler, Kelcher. Are you aware of any of that?
Yeah, but I mean, it's just, everything's different. We got a whole new staff here with Coach Brown, so it'll all be completely different. So who knows where it's going to go? Hopefully it's, well, I think it's going to go up from here, which Coach Brown has done in Kentucky and Troy and other places. He's going to be successful.
Who were some players that surprised you in their play at this spring?
No one really surprised me. I kind of knew what I have on the outside receiver-wise, but I think the running backs right now are doing really well, and they're kind of, I feel like our mold to our team right now because they can catch and run the ball. But yeah, I guess the running backs.
Austin, are you working on 2 masters?
Yeah, I am.
Why?
So they were like, you have 2 years, so why not do something? I was like, well, getting two masters up is not something that'll hurt you, so it'll help me in the long run.
What programs are you doing?
Sports management and coaching in sports.
The 2 quarterbacks you played behind, obviously they have unique skills, in Mayfield and Murray, but could you take anything from them, or are they just so unique that you got to be your own guy and can't even?
I mean, yeah, you got to be your own guy, but they're both completely different people. I mean, obviously, on the field, Kyler probably a little bit faster than Baker, but I mean, they both have the arm strength to do and make plays on the field, and I think they both have their different kind of leadership. Baker was the big hoorah guy, and I mean, he took the team to a college football playoff, and so did Kyler. He was a little bit more quiet, but he had his own way of doing it, and his way of doing it was more on the field play. I mean, we had meetings on Friday night before the game. He'd be like, you know what I'm about, you know what I'm going to do here, and those guys kind of followed him a different way.
It seems obvious that TJ Simmons is sort of becoming one of your guys.
Yeah.
What makes him special?
I feel like his want to just make plays all the time. I mean, him and Sam James right now. Just every time they're on the field, they're working. They have ups and downs, but when they have their downs, they're like, all right, well, we need to work on this. And same with me. So I say I miss a throw. I'm going to talk to them about how they're coming out of the breaks, how they're making their routes, and how many yards they're taking it. And we've talked about going into summer here, just individual play, as in different routes they run. We want to be on the same page all the time. And that's definitely some of the ups and downs to the spring. Is that we haven't had a whole lot of chance to work with each other, and through the summer and fall camp, it'll be down back from there.
What would the comfort level with Neil like, given that you guys have obviously been involved in recruiting, I guess going back 3 years or so ago at Kentucky? What was it like this time around?
It's really comfortable. I mean, I talked to him on the phone the other night when I was in the portal process, and I mean, he did everything to get me here, and that really meant a lot. And it meant that he really cared about me and me getting to play for him. And since I've been here, he's been really hard on me, and I expect that. I love to be coached, and whenever I make a good play, he doesn't really say much. Whenever I make a bad play, he's really hard on me, and that's what you want to see.
Well, I was talking to Seth Dogie about his first thing with him, that he was breaking down his footwork and really not refining his whole release, but it was waist down. Is there anything with you that he's fixated on right now?
Yeah, so there's a bunch of drops and stuff, like when we're throwing like quick screens or doing like tunnel screens. He wants everything to be perfect. Coach Reagan, like, they're on us all the time. We do a lot of individual work throughout practices, and if we don't do it right, they're yelling at us saying, all right, this is going to be a make or break play if you throw the ball behind somebody, making a play where they take it 60 yards instead of 10 yards, so they have to wait for the ball. it's just the little things that they're really keyed on, and not gonna lie, I wasn't really used to that at Oklahoma. We kind of did what we want, but here they're really keyed on individual workouts through different footwork and stuff, and I think it's gonna pay off.
It's been like, competing with Jack and Trey in this quarterback battle, I guess. Has that been a competition that you've been embracing?
Yeah, it's good. Going out there every day, just trying to compete. That's my biggest thing. That's throughout these last competitions that I've had at Oklahoma. That's my kind of thing. Is I go in every day, just looking to compete and getting there early. Going through the film with Coach Reagan through this process has been good, and just trying to get on the same page as him and Neil. I come and see Neil before practice. And even when I have a really good day and have a bad day, I still go see him. And through the bad days, you want to see him more, and that just helps you be more prepared for when you get on the field every day.
To win this job in August, what do you have to do? What's the biggest thing that you took out of this spring?
Just feel like making more plays and leading the offense down the field and scoring each drive. And Big 12, you got to put points on the board. And I'm not saying we struggle, but there's ups and downs just through putting the whole new offense in and just being on the same page with the receivers, route running, offensive line blocking, quarterbacks making throws, making the right reads, making the right protection calls. But we just got to really come together this fall, and I think we'll be good from there.
Austin, what's your role? You guys break and you come back, right? I'm assuming you'll be out there throwing, but start like a text chain. You guys already got a plan. Like, how do you? I imagine you want to be in charge of that, right?
Are you saying as far as
Workouts,
texting receivers and stuff?
Yeah, just getting everybody together to keep going.
Yeah, I mean, definitely want to work out like throughout 3 days a week. I mean, once we get back here and start doing summer workouts, I think it's May 27th is our first day. We'll have, not mandatory, but we kind of set it up. We're having, all right, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we're all going to throw, we're going to run these routes, and we're going to really perfect and try to get back on the same page where we left off this spring and keep progressing from there.
When you're not here and you're not playing football, you're doing classes, what do? You hunt? You fish? What do you do for
I didn't really grow up a big hunter, but I've been trying to do that. So like Josh Sills invited me to go turkey hunt this weekend and stuff. I'm excited to do different stuff, and but whenever I go home over break, I'll work out with one of my quarterback trainers, Anthony Boone. So I'll lift and work out when I go home. But it's kind of, I guess, a business mindset from here. So I only have 2 years left. So.
You're turkey hunting with Sills? I'd
He
stay
invited me.
behind him, right?
What did you say?
I'd stay behind him.
Exactly.
Do you know a turkey call?
I don't.
Here, turkey.
You can always learn.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.